Welcome guys to another Tales of Middle-earth. As you know, I'm your host Adam, and this is your host Taylor.
Hey.
And we have Lewis.
Hi.
And Lewis is one of our guys that does a lot of our editing and Photoshop stuff, which you'll be seeing very soon.
Make it pretty.
You make it pretty.
I make it pretty.
You make it very pretty.
He makes up for himself.
And the lack of prettiness.
He's got a broken bathroom mirror.
I do actually.
This?
It's the baldness, Oh. So today we are going to be bringing to you guys a special scenario. One we just sort of made up on the fly. Well, it's not even a special scenario. It's just more of an interesting thematic battle. It's basically to the death. So these two guys are both playing with approximately 480 points of models. This guy here, Lewis, is going to be using Trolls, Mordor Trolls. And this guy, Taylor, is going to be using Numenorians, right?
Numenorians,
and so the theme of this match is basically Numenorian warriors being led by Isildur and Elendil are trying to push into Mordor through a cave system when they stumble upon some trolls there that are meant to block up the cave and stop anybody from intruding. So it's going to be to a death, so whoever kills the most points worth of models by the end of the game will be the winner. So let's get right into showing you the board and showing you the armies, and we'll start rolling some dice. That Taylor and Lewis are going to be playing on, so it's just a cave network that was designed by Lewis himself, made it all out. I'm not sure if it was for a job thing that he was doing or just for the shits and giggles of it, but you can see there's a whole bunch of entrances and stuff like that. So what we've done is the entrances that are like really small, sort of man size, something like that, the trolls can't get through. But if they're a little bit wider, let's say over here like so, where in this section a troll actually can't fit his base truly through there, but it's very close, it will take an extra inch of movement for him to get through. And that's just purely so that way it shows them sort of like hunching down and moving through the board. So the game will end when the person's broken, once the round happens where somebody is broken, the game will end on a 1 or 2. So that way it's a random sort of game ending. And we'll come back and we'll show you the armies next. So this is Taylor's 480 points approximately of Numenor. So you see here at the front we have Elendil and Isildur leading the Numenorian warriors. The bowmen here actually have shields just like everybody else. So he has a spearman in the back, as well as the warriors with shield and sword there. So that is Taylor's list for this match. And this is Lewis's troll army led by his captain there. And we'll just be using this guy as to represent a mace with that stone there as one of the Mordor trolls. Then you have the two guys, one with hammer and sword in the back. So this is Lewis's 480 points worth of trolls for this mission. For setting up the models for the first round, Lewis has to set up within 6 inches of this area here with his trolls, and then Lewis has 2 entry points here. Taylor. Taylor gets set up here and here within 6 inches with his Warriors of Numenor. So we'll come back and we'll see who sets up first. All right, here's the roll to see who sets up first.
Not Blackfyre. How are we going to tell which one's which?
All right, here's a roll off between Lewis and Taylor. Taylor gets a 5.
That's a real dice.
And Lewis gets a 2 on the Blackfyre Productions D6 there. So Taylor will be setting up first with his warbands. So Taylor has set up his army. So we have Isildur here with a bunch of archers and spear and sword guys. And we have Elendil over there with spear and shield and sword and shield Numenorian warriors. So we'll come back with the first round of priority. Lewis has set up his warband of trolls right there that will be marching through the cave network, trying to defend it from the invading warriors of Numenor. So let's come back next with priority. Turn 1 priority. Not that it plays a big difference, but I see a 6 right there for Taylor. End of the movement phase. Nothing happened during the movement phase of note. Everybody's just moving up, so you have the Numenorian warriors spreading out through the caves there. This small bunch of Numenorian warriors coming up here, going to be looking like they're going into a choke point up along that way. The Mordor Trolls over here, they are spreading around as well and spreading out as much as they can, and are going to be hunting some man flesh. So let's come back with priority for turn number 2. Turn number 2 priority. 6 versus a 3. Priority goes to Taylor again. These men of Numenor, being led by Isildur and Elendil's on the other side, are charging through the caves, trying to search for those trolls so they can rout them out. As over here, Elendil and his warriors of Numenor are flanking around the other side of the board, and they might have spotted trolls that are moving up that way, as well as the ones through the center there. So we'll come back with round 3 priority.
Let's just look at
Wow, priority! Turn 3, priority Taylor yet again. I'll come back if there's any heroics or anything during the movement phase, and I'll show you. Turn 3 movements completed. These guys moved up a little bit. Elendil and his warriors of Numenor are charging down this cave tunnel towards those Mordor orcs. Ha! Ha! Not orcs. Trolls. Trolls. Mordor trolls. Captain's over here charging back through, and you got the one here as well that's coming up around the side. And this one is going towards Isildur there with the rest of his Numenorian warriors. And I don't know where these guys are going. They're going around the board somewhere. Maybe flanking. Who knows? We'll see. No combats this phase. No shooting. I can see some trolls maybe stooping for rocks next turn, but let's get into priority for turn 4 next. Here it is. Turn 4 priority. There's a Blackfyre Productions 6 right there. End of the movement phase. These guys are still marching around this cave here to hopefully outflank. Isildur and the warriors have stopped just at the edge here because this troll here has stooped for stones. These 3 have bunched together. They might be stooping for stones next turn. Who knows? Everybody else is lining up beside the wall here just in case. And these 2 have moved less than 3 inches to still pick off a couple of shots at those guys over there. These guys haven't actually got into range yet, but they're coming up the rear quite slowly. 2 shots from these Numenorians into, I'm assuming, the front Mordor troll. So let's see if they hit.
Cover.
1 hit.
Nah, they got clear shots at him.
That is nothing against defense
6x4.
7, I think it is. So we'll come back with priority next. Priority, turn 5. Priority goes to Taylor.
Oh no!
This guy here, he's going to be charging into that troll there. So needing a tear test. And that is a pass. So he charges in. Finishing his movement there in base contact with that front troll, holding up the other 2. End of the movement phase. We got this troll here that was charged by the one man of Numenor, followed up by Spear. Elendil came in with a couple others as well to support. These archers are moving up. Isildur is creating a barrier and a wall there with his men, holding off the trolls. This troll is moving up into that space. Just remember, when they do pass through a spot like this where their bases aren't quite big enough, we're playing it as an extra inch of movement to squeeze through. This troll here moved back, as well as that one. And again, those guys are going to be outflanking around the rear of the troll. So we'll come back with shooting or combat. These 2 men of Numenor with bows are going to be shooting into that troll there. They have moved half speed, so they will need a 5 up to hit and an in the way roll. So both of them missed. We'll come back with combats next.
Oh, I can't shield because I put a spearman in there.
Combat, Mordor Troll versus 2 men of Numenor. Let's see what happens. Oh, Taylor gets a 6. Oh, but so does Lewis. So the troll wins.
Guess what the troll is going to do?
I'm going to assume that the troll there is going to hurl the front guy.
It is.
So he gets a d6
right
plus
down here.
3 to his he's strength 6 or 7? 7. All right, d6 plus 4 range. So let's see what that is. So he gets 7 inches straight back. All right, so this is a direction of the man of Numenor that was hurled. He's going to be going through
against the wall.
3 guys there. Elendil being one of those 3 and hitting the wall. So he will be taking 2 strength 6 hits, as well as everybody going through. He'll obviously take a strength 3 hit, and these 3 will also take a strength 3 hit for having him going through them. So we'll come back with the damage rolls next.
I'm fine.
Here's the 2 strength 6 hits. And he is
that's-
removed from play from that strength 6 hit of hitting the wall.
Strength 3 on the first spear.
Yeah. And that is a
I
wound.
think three on a 6. That is.
No, they're only defense 5, dude.
That one's gonna shoot.
Yeah,
Oh.
defense 5. That's a wound. Yeah.
God, they're underpowered.
All right. Let's go with the sword guy next, or is there another spear guy there?
Second spear
All
guy.
right, second spear guy.
He's fine.
He's fine.
And Elendio is fine.
Nothing. So that is the end of the combat. Let's come back with priority next. Priority for number 6.
I got a 1, a 3.
All right, goes to Lewis. We'll come back with any heroics during the movement phase if called. Elendil stood up. He's going to be doing a courage test, charge into that troll there. And he is courage 6, so he does not make it unless you want to make it use a point of will.
Yes.
Yeah, so Elendil will charge into that troll there.
It's a good thing he's so willful.
Here's courage test for the Man of Numenor there. And he makes it.
Yeah, he's down.
That's 7 plus his courage of 3, so he charges into that troll as well. The rest of these Men of Numenor are moving up just to hold up these trolls here. Isildur and his men are charging along here. The captain stayed stationary for this turn. I think he's going to come out, maybe surprise the Men of Numenor there. These guys are heroically charging around the corner and are going to be facing off against that Mordor troll. And that is that. There's no shooting, so we'll come back
His name's Club.
with combats. Alright, so we're going to be doing this combat, obviously, it's the only one in this round. So Elendil has called a heroic strike just to have the higher fight value than the troll there. The front swordman here is fainting, so the Gondor dice will be the spear. The blue sort of pattern dice here will be the fainting, and then these 3 Blackfyre Production dice will be Elendil dice. So let's see if he gets a 6. His fight value automatically goes higher than the troll, so if he gets a 6, like he does,
Yeah, you got
he got 3 6s. That's a pretty good roll. So he does win. And
I wouldn't have gotten close.
So we'll push him back, and we'll come back with the wounds.
Roll Elendio first.
He does get pushed back that inch.
So,
So you roll
Strength 4 on 7 is
6s.
yes.
All right, there's a wound.
Do you want to use a might to make a second wound?
You could, because that is a 5. So.
yep.
All right, so that's 2 wounds. So you're down to 1 might with Elendil, and then these are needing 6s by 4s. Actually 6s because they're strength or defense 7, right? Or the defense.
That
8?
guy's defense 7.
Okay, so that is a 3rd wound right there.
Troll's
So
dead.
that troll is taken out and removed from the board.
That's what you get for not being my model.
Priority. I think turn 6 or 7 or something. There's a 6 for Taylor, so it automatically goes to him because Lewis had it last turn. All right, tear test on that first guy there. Let's see if he passes, and
He's
he
down.
does. Courage 3, so he is in on that combat or in on that troll. Next, Man of Numenor there, charging in, and he fails, so he stays stationary with a 5.
Can someone
Next is going to be the swordsman that they're both pointing at, and he's not going anywhere either. And then spearman, not going anywhere either. So the rest will just follow through a move as required by Taylor. Charging over here, you have Elendil, I believe.
Yep.
He's loving it. So he's going to move around the back there and hopefully trap that Mordor troll. So spearman, you don't want to do the... Yeah, let's do that. The sword guy next. So that is 5, so nothing. And the spear guy,
we'll do that guy first.
he's not going to be able to get through.
No.
Unless you move the spear guy out of the way first.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, spear guy?
Yeah. Yeah,
Great,
he's
yeah.
loving it, so he's going around charging.
Yeah. We'll go around there.
Okay. Next guy. Nope. Stay stationary. And last one. No. He stays stationary as well. So 2 on that troll over there.
Yeah, sure, I'll throw it
Isildur moved up there. He's putting on the ring this turn as he ends his movement right there.
on. What's next?
End of the movement phase, this is what it looks like. You have a whole bunch of guys here that failed the courage test, charge into that troll there. You have Elendil and 1 on that troll captain, and you have 1 guy here that failed his courage test that was charged by that troll captain there. Isildur and his men are charging around. Again, Isildur does have the ring on currently. All the way over here, you have that troll on 1 who was heroic, 1 Numenorian warrior who was heroic enough to charge the troll. Everybody else is just shuffling around. There's no shooting this phase, so we're going to be coming right into combat next. And that is what the board looks like. Beginning of the fight phase here, Elendil is calling a heroic strike up against that Mordor Troll captain, hoping to get a 6. And there it is, and he does get it.
God damn it.
So let's roll Elendil. He needs 6s to
We're
wound.
on defense 8, so we need 6x4s.
Nope, 6s, because he's strength 4.
Yes. It's 1 wound.
There's 1 wound, and then the other guy,
Numenorian, he needs 6x4.
yeah, nothing.
Okay,
All right,
so it's
1
1
wound on that troll captain. Are you fading that roll or no?
Yeah, I got a fate.
Might as well use it. And he takes the wound and expends his fate.
Yep, so the trolls.
Next combat in this round is going to be this troll here versus the 1 Numenorian warrior that was brave enough to charge, who is shielding.
Got a 6.
Oh, the troll gets 6 and wins that combat. So this troll, after winning the fight, is going to be hurling that Numenorian warrior.
So it's 4
D6
inches.
plus 4 inches.
6
So
inches.
6 inches straight back
Which puts him.
into base contact with all 3 of those Numenor warriors. So they are all knocked prone, and he will take a strength 6 hit
Plus 3 strength.
plus
threes.
3 strength 3s.
So let's get.
Here's the strength 6 hit on that warrior. Nothing.
Plus the 3 strength 3s.
Nothing.
He's fine.
That warrior is fine.
He's
Here's a strength 3 hit on the spearman.
5 up, he's dead.
Nothing.
Swordsman 1.
Yeah, nothing.
Swordsman 2.
And dead.
So that's the swordsman.
This combat here versus this man of Numenor who is shielding. So we got the 5 highest. And Taylor wins that combat by shielding. Oh, and that Mordor Troll is using point of might to win.
Yep.
That troll there is declaring a hurl action.
Right down there.
Straight
So
back.
no matter what I roll,
You're
I'm
gonna hit
the
everybody.
wall.
You're gonna hit everybody. Roll a d6. See
I'm
how
just
far
gonna
you
see
go.
if I can ping him into the wall. 2.
He goes 6
Yeah.
inches straight
Not
back,
gonna hit the wall, but
ending just right
There.
there.
so he is there.
Knock prone, and
All
everybody
4 of
else
the
going
archers.
through them. Here's the 4 strength 3 hit,
So yeah, he's
and
dead.
he's dead with a Blackfyre Productions 6 right there. See that? It's lovely.
Okay, so we're 1.
Here's the wounds on the archers.
He's
Nothing.
fine. Second archer, dead.
Dead.
Okay.
Third
the
archer?
archer directly behind the one that just died. Fine.
Yeah.
The other archer, he's fine.
Dead. So 1 archer is removed from that location there. So this is what the board looks like after that round of combat. You have all these men of Numenor over here knocked prone, as well as 3 over there. That Mordor Troll captain has 1 might left. This one has both of his. Isildur and his men are hopefully going to be coming to the aid of Elendil, who does only have 1 point of might left.
No, 0.
Oh, 0 points of might left. That's right, because he heroic struck this action.
Priority.
So we'll come into priority next. Priority roll. Taylor with his 4, and
5.
Lewis gets it with a 5. We'll come back with any heroic actions and then movement. The seal doer here does have the ring on, so Taylor is going to require a roll on a 1 or 2. He will be moved by Lewis. Anything else, he'll be controlled by Taylor this round. So it is a 3, so Taylor does get that move. The seal doer here will be calling a heroic move using 1 of his might, out of his 3 might there, and we'll see what happens with that.
Very well.
Here is Isildur's tear test onto the Mordor Troll. He is trying to treasure him,
good.
and
Get
he's
in
good
there.
with a 7 there. Isildur does move into base contact with that troll there.
He can get.
Isildur has called it with me. This guy is trying to charge this troll here. So let's see what happens. And he's good with a
yep,
3
he's in.
plus 7. So he also charges into that troll there.
Perfect.
These 3 guys all stand up, and they're going to be attempting to charge the trolls. So the first guy here, charge test. Nope. The next guy, yeah. Yep.
Which troll's he going for?
He's gonna go for that one.
All right.
He has to go for that one.
Trap him there.
Yeah.
And the last guy, yep. He's
he's
also
down
in
to
as
go.
well. So all 4 get in on that troll there. After standing up from prone. All right, so these guys have moved. The one set in the front moved up 3 inches, the rest following behind. This troll over here is moving through the caves. He will need to use an inch to get through that location next turn. These guys are filling into that little cave there. Isildur with the ring has charged. into that Mordor Troll Captain. And then you have this trap Mordor Troll Captain here with Elendil. We have no shooting, so we'll come into combats next. So Taylor has called a heroic combat using the free one from Elendil, or using the free heroic combat from Elendil in this combat here. And Lewis has also called a heroic strike on that captain. And that is it for heroics this phase?
Yep, so that takes me to fight 8, which easily beats.
Yeah, it automatically beats Elendil. So let's come back with this combat first.
I got one.
See what Lewis rolls, see if he gets a 6 on his 3 dice.
If I get a 5,
or if he gets a fight. And there's 5.
I'm going to have to might it to a 6 to make sure I win.
So he does win that combat, but that troll is out of might. Everybody here gets pushed back an inch, and then the troll could choose to do whatever he wants to do. The Mordor Troll Captain here is choosing to rend Elendil there, so he is wounding on 3s. Let's see what happens. Oh no, that is a bad roll. Wounding once with the 4.
And I might as well use my fate.
Yeah, Elendil might as well use his 1 fate. See if he, no, so Elendil does take 1 wound out of that combat. You are fortunate. Next combat over here, this Mordor Troll here versus Isildur and the 1 Numenorian warrior.
Let's go Mordor Troll first.
Troll gets the 6.
6.
So we need a 6 from Isildur and the Numenorian warrior. There is a 5 there. He could use a might to boost it. Alright.
Good, that
so
takes Isildur down to 2.
He has one might left after that, so we'll see if he wounds. Here's the roll to wound against that troll.
So
Isildur needs 4s.
4 on defense 8.
Yeah, so he needs 6s.
Yep.
And the other guy has 6s by 4s.
Okay.
Alright, so there's 1 wound so far, and then read that. Nope, just 1 wound on that Mordor Troll from Isildur. Okay. Is he going to use Fate?
Yes.
Yeah, Fate roll.
Wait, did you put a wound on him last turn?
No, this is first turn charged. So here's Fate roll. Nothing. So that troll there is now wounded. We'll come back with priority.
So both the trolls have 2.
Here's priority for next round.
Oh, I need
Let's see what happens.
So Isildur has one left, yeah?
Yeah, one might left.
Yeah.
3.
You had it last turn, I have it this
Yes.
Taylor gets priority this round.
Over.
Isildur here has the ring on still, so 1-2. Lewis does get to move him. Let's see what happens. No, it's a 6, so he still remains in control. Okay, Numenorian warrior over there is charging into the Mordor Troll Captain, and he does not make it with a 6. Next one, doing the exact same thing, does not make it as well. Yep. Next one into the does not make it as well. Elendil into the Mordor Troll Captain.
Nope.
No, he does have will.
He has 2 more will.
Which will put him at enough.
Yes,
He's charged
use the rest
6.
of his will.
So he can charge if you wanted to, by spending will. You might as well. You might as well. Just do it. Just do it up.
That's funny.
Yeah. Next guy. And he is in with a double Blackfyre Productions 6.
Very happy about that. He is good to go.
Anybody over here? Yeah. Where is he? He's going to charge in. Son of a gun, I'm breaking things.
Yep.
He's going to be charging into that Mordor Troll there. Yeah. You got to go through his.
So he's going to charge.
Okay. So Isildur is going to charge into the Mordor Troll Captain.
His courage of 6.
Well, he makes it automatically with that 4, so he's in. That takes out his control zone, so you can charge the other one if you really want. And he's in as well.
He's going over.
So he moves on to that Mordor Troll Captain there.
Cool.
Yeah, next guy there. On to that captain. He's in. Yeah, next one. Is also in. Axe. Custom axe is in the way. There we go. And
Okay, piercing strike and rend.
And he is not in. You might as well spear support with him.
That's worth making in there, no problem.
Oh yeah. Next guy back, yep. Let's see if he gets in. He's in, he's loving it.
So you're gonna come and try pin this guy?
Mm-hmm. That guy there's charging that Mordor Troll. He's in as well. 11 on the courage troll. Yep.
Nope.
Nothing.
Spearman?
Spear support.
Yeah, might as well charge him in the back. That way I can't hurt him in the end.
Yeah. He's spear supporting, so over here, we're gonna have some of these warriors come in. They all should be in there. So let's go with one of these warriors here.
Well, might as well do him first.
Okay.
In the front?
Yeah. Nope.
Him?
Yep. He's in. These 6s are hot on these Blackfyre Production dice.
Oh yeah, they're great.
It's getting in there and getting that troll trapped as well. That warrior there with the sword, yeah. Reroll that 5. It's cocked. And he's in as well. And then you can just throw in your spear supports behind.
Is he in?
Not quite,
No.
no. So you're going to have 1 spear support. Yeah, there you go. And
Sure.
we'll come back after the rest of the movement phase. So no shooting this phase. Everybody is engaged. So we're going to go right into combat. Elendil is using his free heroic combat this round. He is tied with fight value of the Mordor Troll captain. So let's see what happens. Here's the rules. There is a 5 highest for Elendil and his men.
6
And a
highest
6 for the troll. So the troll,
wins.
the troll wins that combat.
No fate.
Elendil is being run by the troll. There's 2 wounds dealt to Elendil. He has no fate left, so he is removed
You didn't see my real dickish
from the board. Elendil is destroyed, so he's gone.
You know what I should have done?
Going to the second fight. Where do you guys want to do
Let's
it?
do this troll.
Second fight of the round.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Mordor Troll captain. He does have half fight value, so let's see if you get a 6 on any of your dice.
Yeah, Taylor.
You do have.
I'm gonna roll
You
my
have
first.
se-
What if I
alright.
roll terrible?
You got. Oh, there
Okay,
is a
no.
6 for the troll.
So Taylor does need a 6.
Setting this bar kind of high there. Let's see what happens.
So I need a 6.
You need a 6.
He's got 1 might left though, right?
My troll?
No.
No, Isildur has a 6.
Isildur has
Isildur,
one, right?
yeah. Which are the Blackfyre Production dice. Get
You
2
win.
6s, so Isildur wins. He is not trapped.
No, he is not.
Alright, so that troll does move back. Let's see if Taylor can get any wounds on him.
Do I want to feint anything?
You have to declare that at the beginning.
Okay.
So. Needing 6s. That
That's
one
one.
needs a 6x4, so roll that again. He didn't get any 5s there on his Isildur's dice, so. And that is a 3, so no wounds on that troll.
Okay, this
That troll
big
is safe, so we're going to go into this combat next. Front 3 guys here, the 2 guys here and the 1 guy over there, they're all fainting. Spear support guys are doing nothing. Here's the rolls. Taylor sets a buy high at a 6, and that troll rolls 4 highest. So the Warriors of Numenor do get that combat.
On the dark blue.
On the dark blue dice, Taylor is re-rolling 1s because they are fainting. He is trapped, so that 6
3
needs
on
another
7.
4. Oh no, 3
Yeah,
on
no, that's
7,
one-
so
that's
that's
one
1 wound. That's 1 wound, so roll it again. You need 2 more 6s to slay that guy. There it is, that
He's
troll
dead.
is removed. That troll is gone. And that will mean that Lewis is broken at the beginning of the next round. Here's priority phase for the next turn. Taylor gets it with a 6. Beginning of the round, Isildur needs to see if the ring takes control of him. And it does not. Taylor's going to start charging in here with this guy over there. And he is not in with a 6. Next guy, yeah. He's not in with a 6 either. Next guy, yeah.
No, I want to do Isildur.
Isildur on him. He is in.
Yep.
I exit that zone of control.
Yeah. And nothing. That guy there. He's in with a 7.
I want
Where are
to
you
charge
charging?
him. I almost.
I would
put him
charge. You might as well charge somewhere.
in. Yeah.
Trap them both. There you go. Yeah. He's in. Yep. He's also in. That bow guy there. He's also in with an 8. Oh. Are you spear supporting? Yep. Yep. Shield guy is in with an 8 as well. That axe is getting in the way. The last guy there, yeah, is in with an 8 as well. So all those trolls are trapped. They don't have to make a courage test this round because they're all locked in combat. So we'll come back after the rest of Taylor's movement. End of the round, or end of the movement phase. Sorry, those guys over there are moving around, as well as these Numenorian warriors are coming in to fill in the gap here. Elendil was removed last phase and is dead, but the rest of the Numenorian warriors, except for those 2 over there, have charged into these trolls. There is no shooting this phase. We'll come right into combats next. Taylor has decided to use or do this combat first with Isildur. He has a better chance of winning it. 3 warriors are fainting with their blades, and they have the spear support there. And Isildur.
I'm enticed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here's the roll for Isildur or the Numenorians. They don't get a 6. They get 5 highest.
And the troll gets.
Troll does
nothing.
He has 4 highest. So it is a trap troll there, and we'll come back with the damage next. Here's Isildur's attacks on the troll. He needs 2 6s to wound, and he gets a 1, and you could use a point of might.
Yep.
So, and he uses a point of might to increase that 5 to 6, taking out that troll there.
Axie McAxe face is done.
These 3 here, the 2 will be fainting, the 1 will be fighting regularly. This troll is trapped because he can't actually, if you lose, get back away anywhere because that cliff wall there. So let's see who gets what. You got a 4 highest for the men of Numenor, and a 5 highest for the trolls. So the men of Numenor do get pushed back. Here it is. Everybody's moving back an inch.
Okay, well let's do
And here's the wound rolls for the trolls.
Spearman?
Spearman
Dead.
is dead.
The archers
Are both dead as well.
both dead.
All 3 of those guys are removed from the board, and that troll is free to roam around again. It is the end of the round, so we do need to see if the game ends on a 1 or a 2. And the game continues for 1 more round. Priority roll. Oh, and Lewis gets priority. Let's
And my
see.
courage test?
Oh, yeah, courage test. He fails
fails
it.
it.
There's
He
no
got
way. That troll runs away from in fear from the men of Numenor. And the men of Numenor have routed the trolls out of the cave system with loss of Elendil. So we will come back with our after action report next. Welcome to our after action reports. You saw the battle between Lewis and Taylor, and so what are you
Get
guys?
us right for once.
I might have made a few mistakes with that. What were your thoughts, being the brainchilds of that little game?
I like trolls. I could have used a shade.
Yeah, shades would have helped with the -1 to the fight rolls for sure, the dual rolls.
I liked Numenor. I wish they were. I love their look. I wish they were more fleshed out and there was more depth to their army than
Then just one
I wish they were
warrior.
balanced towards their fluff. They're better than men in every way, yet their models their models are beautiful.
Yeah.
Their rules are terrible.
Yeah.
So in the fluff, Numenorians are better than men, but in the game they're
Worse.
worse.
Yeah, they're
So-
stronger, they're faster.
They
they're
don't have the
smarter.
same don't have the same armor value in the game, so their defense is lower, right? They do have a
They're
shield.
meant to have the best bows in Middle Earth, but they're
Yeah.
crap.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, I didn't do anything with bows.
Hey,
Do you guys?
you took 2 shots. You hit. You didn't do anything. But
That's
you hit.
true, but the board's not conducive to a
No.
shooting game unless you're the troll throwing stones from a distance
Actually,
and having them.
Mirkwood Rangers have had a very good game on this board before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just pick a hallway and stand still.
Stand still and they can't see you when you're around the corner. You're obscured and now you can't be seen because of elven cloaks. Do you guys have a hero of the match? Lewis?
Probably Troll Chieftain number 2.
Yeah, the one that survived till the end?
The one with the sword, yeah. That's Troll Chieftain number 2.
And ran away?
Yeah, this is Troll Chieftain number 2. He's very smart. And then this is Fancy Smancy Super Troll Chieftain. And
Didn't get to pierce strike anybody.
Didn't do anything.
No. And what about yourself?
Isildur with the
Isildur?
ring.
Yeah.
Because it never was a negative for me. It was just a positive to attack.
Yeah.
To make those trolls weaker.
Yeah. Half their fight value is
Exactly.
huge.
yeah, he's a really useful hero. Like, I can clearly see why we don't see him more, but
Yeah, I've never actually played Isildur myself, but after watching this, it looks like he's quite effective.
Yeah.
I just, like you said, I wish you could flush out that list a little bit more,
him and
right?
12 Numenorians sitting
Yeah.
in with a
Hiles.
with a Gondor army.
There you go.
Like, I know it's not fluffy, but like it would do well.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything else that you guys want to say? You good?
I hate Elendil. and
Yeah,
I got
Elendil
him.
sucks.
I got him, and that's what matters.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, ignite your hobby.